So the question that's been asked is, what is my biggest fear that I have to face regularly? That is, it's difficult because fear shows up in so many different kinds of ways. But I'm coming up on 2 years of sobriety, and for me, I think the biggest fear that is pretty consistent is, where do I belong and how do I show up as my true authentic self? I think that that's a sense of belonging was one of the things that was always up in the air, and one of the reasons why I drank. I felt like I automatically belonged wherever I was when I was drinking. The insecurities that I think are natural and innate with all people just kind of melted away. And when I quit drinking and was left with this really raw, bare-boned version of myself, all those insecurities came flooding back. And figuring and showing up as my true authentic self is so incredibly difficult, because 2 years into this process, I'm still finding out who I am. More of myself is revealed to myself the more work I do, the more effort and energy and communication I put in with other people in this program. I've got extra help. I see a therapist. I go to a lot of groups. I go to a lot of meetings, and finding out where my voice is and what my voice is still a process that I'm undertaking. The cool thing about sobriety is I hear so often, it's like peeling back the layers of an onion. And to me, I feel like my layers, like peeling back the fleshy part of the onion, was just like getting rid of the booze, getting rid of the really obvious stuff that was totally destructive in my life. And once I got rid of like kind of that fleshy, not so important, I don't want to say not so important, but the fleshy, obvious stuff, I started getting to layers of myself that were really intense and had to ask myself some really intense questions. The thing that I found is, doing this work and what's been revealed to me spiritually is where I get to like the gold center of the onion, and I am feeling connections that I never felt when I was drinking, that I never felt before I was drinking. The process of really working to understand myself and how I interact with others, how I want to show up, not necessarily having to give in to that people-pleasing side that I always felt I was subjected to. I hated that about myself, that I was such a people pleaser, that I needed this external validation to have the internal validation that I really wanted. But in doing this work and speaking with other women with real time that have done it, that have years of experience, and bouncing my crazy ideas off them about how to form this person, this woman I really want to be, that I really want to embrace, that I am consistently growing into. I'm just now growing into my skin, and I feel so raw and new at it still. But the strength that has come with that is sometimes overwhelming. I have to remind myself where I was really not that long ago. It seems so far away that my life has changed so much from that really lonely, desperate place that drinking led me to this amazing, gorgeous place that is full of people that love me. They don't love the face that I put on. They don't love the show or the act. They love me because I let them know me. I let them know the faults that I have, the faults that I struggle with. And having people validate me even through all the shitty parts that I still struggle with, the things that are human in me, is the most rewarding and validating feeling I've ever experienced. So I continue to show up and I continue to do the work because it's the most beautiful reward I've ever experienced.